What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video on my channel. If you guys are new here, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And of course, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. In today's video, I'm going to be rating every single Rivals weapon in a tier list. There's literally like 40 plus weapons in this game, and yes, I'm going to be going through every single one of them. Just keep in mind, guys, as I go through the video, this is my own personal opinion, and if you disagree with any of my placements on the tier list, that's fine. But yeah, guys, without no further ado, let's jump right in. Alrighty guys, so here I am in the tier list. We have an S tier, an A tier, a B tier, a C tier, a D tier, and an F tier. Now here we have every single weapon in Roblox Rivals, and I'm going to be ranking all of them. So our first one here is the assault rifle. I think this thing is really good. It's the first weapon that you get in the game. You can full mag people. It works at long range, it works at short range. I just think overall it's a really good weapon to use. I don't want to glaze it like some glazed donuts or some cinnamon buns, but I do think this is really good for beginners, for intermediate players, and for advanced players. Honestly, I'm going to pop this into the S tier. Next up, we have the battle axe. I really enjoy the battle axe. It's not my favorite melee weapon, but you can get some good damage with it. If you know how to use it, it can be really good in close range maps like arena or back rooms. It does a lot of damage, and the inspect is also pretty cool. I really like its quick melee aspect because you can catch people off guard with it. Honestly, it's really good, but I don't really know if I want to put it into the A tier or the B tier. I think for now, maybe I'll put it into the B tier. Just so you know, guys, when this video does end, I'm going to be rearranging my tier list at the end to get my final tier list. Next up, we have the bow. I think the bow is really good. I think it's very underrated. I think a lot of people crap on it, but it does do high damage, and if you know how to use it, it's a really good weapon. It also is good for movement. I know a lot of people use it for like double jump and for movement with the knife. Do I think it's better than the battle axe? Yes. Do I think it's A tier? No. So honestly, I'm going to put it like right above the battle axe. Next up, we have the Uzi. The Uzi was really good. It did get nerfed. It used to have 30 bullets and now it only has 27. I really dislike that aspect of it, but it does shoot really fast and it does good damage. I actually really like this as a secondary weapon. So honestly, I think I'm just going to put it into the A tier. Next up, we have the flamethrower. Honestly, the flamethrower is a pay-to-win weapon. It doesn't require a lot of skill. I really hate coming across players that use it, and when I do use it myself, I know that I'm spamming. I think overall, though, it could be a good weapon, but just D tier. I don't really think it's F tier because it's not trash, but it is pay-to-win and low skill. Next up, we have the distortion. I don't really have much to explain about this. I really hate this weapon. It is so low skill. It's also just annoying in general. It really sucks to use. It's trash. I'm gonna put it in the F tier. Next up, we have the flashbang. A lot of people might not like what I have to say about the flashbang, but I really don't think the flashbang really has any uses in Rivals. I don't see a lot of people using a flashbang, and when they do, it barely lasts. I think it could be more useful if it actually had some more benefits. It's just not really a useful utility. There's way better utilities to use. I honestly think that it is going to be in the F tier. Next up, we have the freeze ray. The freeze ray is very annoying. I also think that there's better utilities to use. It doesn't have a reload option, so if you miss your freeze, that's it. Like, you can't use it again. Honestly, it's mid. I'm gonna put it in C tier. Next up, we have the grappler. I'm gonna be honest, this thing kind of sucks. It's not really that bad, but I don't really see a lot of people use it. I think there's better utilities to use. I don't really like the idea of a grappler being in a game like Rivals. I'm gonna put it in C tier. Next up, we have the grenade. I really like the grenade. You can grenade boost with it. You can also get damage on people. When you explode someone with it, it does 75 damage. Also, guys, ignore these ads. I don't know why they're here. But anyway, back to the grenade. I think the grenade is a very useful utility. It's also the first utility that you get. I'm going to put it into A tier. Next up, we have the burst rifle. I think the burst rifle is really good. It does high damage. It shoots pretty slow, but if you have good aim and you know how to use it, it is a very good weapon. It's basically a high skill, high reward weapon. Honestly, I'm going to put it into the S tier below the assault rifle. I think this assault rifle bodies the burst rifle. Alright, next up we have the chainsaw. I'm not gonna lie, the chainsaw is okay. You can get good movement with it and high damage, which is nice. I don't see a lot of people using this melee weapon similarly to the battle axe, but when I do use it or when I come across people that use it, it is very useful. I'm gonna put it like below the battle axe in the B tier. Next up, we have the crossbow. I'm not a major fan of the crossbow. I think it does pretty good damage. I think it does 37.5 body damage and then 75 head damage, which is pretty cool. I do think that the crossbow requires more skill than the sniper, believe it or not. It is a good option as a weapon, but I don't really think that it's S tier. I know a lot of people that are watching this are probably gonna be like, just put it in the S tier, it's so good. But honestly, in my personal opinion, it's really not that great, but it's not terrible either, so I'm going to put it above the Uzi in the A tier. Next up, we have the gunblade. Now, the gunblade can be a useful weapon if you know how to use it. It's one of those crapped on weapons. It's very underrated. It kind of sucks because it's like this combination of a gun and a blade, hence the name gunblade. If you run out of ammo on it, you cannot shoot anymore and you can only use the blade. However, it does do high damage, so it's another one of those high skill, high reward weapons. I don't know if it's A tier necessarily, that might change, but for now I'm going to put it in high B tier. Next up, we have the energy pistols. I actually don't think the energy pistols are that good. I think they can be a good secondary weapon. They do have infinite ammo, but they do only do 2 damage. I actually think the Uzi might be a little bit better in terms of damage, but in terms of like the fact that it has infinite ammo, it's kind of close cut with the Uzi. I would say if you really need to get high damage on your opponent, go for the Uzi, but if you're just someone that likes to spam and chase your opponent around, you can use the energy pistols. They are also pay to win, which adds an extra layer to this, but honestly, I think I'm just gonna put them like right below the Uzi right here. Next up, we have the energy rifle. I'm not gonna lie, this thing kind of sucks. It's not really that good of a weapon. It's really hard to land your shots, and I don't like the whole concept of like the ammo bending and everything like that. It's just such a weird gun. It's kind of on the same level of distortion to me. It's just like one of those trashy guns that nobody uses. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna put it like here. Next up on the list, we have the daggers. I actually really like the daggers. I think they do really good damage. They do 20 damage to the body and 40 damage to the head. They're also one of those weapons that's good for movement as well. To me, I would say that they're B tier. I would put them like around the area of the bow. I think I'm just gonna put them like right here. Next up on the list, we have the flare gun. The flare gun is actually pretty good if you hit the flare. It does high damage and it like does burn damage, so after the person takes damage, they continue to burn. I really like that aspect of it because you can get good damage off of players, and I also think it's really good for beginner players. It doesn't really serve any purpose other than that though, which is kind of the reason why I am thinking it's either B or C tier. I do think it's better than the freeze ray. Honestly, I'm thinking it's gonna go like around here. Next up, we have the katana. I really like the katana. It does 35 body damage, and you can also deflect bullets, of course. This is really good to counter people that are using like spam weapons like the minigun, or if they're using auto shoot, sniper. There are some weapons that go through the katana, which is kind of annoying, like the exogun or the spray. But other than that, I think it's a really useful weapon if you're someone that's playing more defensively. I would say it's probably better than the battle axe. I'll put it like right here. Next up on the list, we have the exogun. I really like the exogun, and even though it is technically pay to win, I don't think it's that pay to win. It's not really a spam weapon, and even though it does have a really fast reload, I think that makes it a better weapon instead of a worse one. Honestly, it might be better than the Uzi, so I think I'm just gonna put it like right here. Next up, we have the knife. The knife is a good melee weapon. Of course, you can do the backstab ability. A lot of people use the knife for the backstab. I think the knife does require skill because you have to learn the timing of the backstab, you have to learn the movement and all that kind of stuff. But I also think it's quite annoying to come across people that use the knife. I honestly think that it's not that great because it only uses the backstab, and it does require you to be close range to the person. So honestly, I think I might put it here for now. Next up, we have the grenade launcher. I think the grenade launcher is obviously a spam pay to win weapon. I also think that the RPG is better than the grenade launcher. The grenade launcher did get nerfed. It used to do 50 damage, now it only does 40. I think that kind of sucks about it. I'm gonna put it in D tier below the flamethrower because I do think the flamethrower is better than the grenade launcher. Next up, we have the medkit. This is a really good utility to use. I have a diamond medkit, that's how much I use it. I think it's really useful. They did nerf it, so now the healing time is slower than it once was. But other than that, I think it's a really useful utility. I'm honestly thinking like A tier right above the grenade. Next up, we have the Molotov. I think the Molotov is really good as a utility as well. You can do high damage with it, it does burning damage, and overall, I just really like it. I do think it's better than the grenade, so I'm gonna put it here. Next up on the list, we have the handgun. In my personal opinion, the handgun isn't really that great. It does decent damage. This one's tricky because even though it is like the first secondary that you get, it also isn't really that great of a weapon. It can be useful though. Honestly, for right now, I'm thinking that it's gonna go like here. I might change that later in the video though. Next up, we have the jump pad. I think the jump pad is pretty bad. It doesn't really serve any purpose other than being able to like fly around the map. Like, yeah, you can hit cool trick shots. Yeah, you can hit cool knife shots, but I don't really see a lot of people doing that anyway. It's usually them just trying to replicate what they see on YouTube. For me personally, I'm just gonna put it in the F tier. Some people may not like that, and you know what? That's fine. Next up, we have the minigun. I'm gonna be honest, guys, the minigun is trash. However, you can do high damage with it, and really skilled players that use the minigun get very far with it. I do think it's better than the flamethrower, but honestly, it's just D tier. Next up, we have the permafrost. This is also another pay-to-win weapon. Unlike the freeze ray, you can get multiple freezes with this. I do think that makes it more annoying. I don't personally like using it. I absolutely hate freeze players. Like, just play the game, bro. It is better than the freeze ray though, so honestly, I'm gonna put it like here. Next up, we have the shotgun. The shotgun is good, but it's such a spammy weapon for auto shooters. It does a lot of high damage, especially in close range, like you can 2-tap someone with this, but that also does make it more annoying. I think for auto players, it's like low skill, but for actual PC players, it does take a little bit more of skill. For me personally, I'm thinking it's like around this area. It might be a little bit better than the gunblade, so I'm gonna put it like here for now. Next up, we have the slingshot. I think the slingshot is one of the best secondary weapons you can use. I think it's so underrated. Anytime I use the slingshot, I love using it. It's just so fun to use. It is a spam weapon, but it does run out of ammo relatively quickly. Honestly, I think the slingshot is really good. I'm gonna put it here. Next on the list, we have the maul. I mean, come on guys, do I really need to explain anything here? It's F tier. Next up, we have the riot shield. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't like the riot shield. I don't like going up against it, nor do I like using it, but it can be useful. It can be countered though with exogun and spray. What is the purpose of having a riot shield if it can be countered? I just think it's a little bit pointless to use it. I would put it like here. Next up on the list is the fists. The fists can be useful. They can do damage, they do 30 damage. I don't see a lot of people using fist damage though, unless you're like chronically online and you have like diamond or dark matter fist, which is absolutely insane. Next we have the smoke grenade. Yeah, I mean it's F tier. It's better than the flashbang, but it's F tier. Please don't use the smoke grenade. Next on the list we have the revolver. The revolver is so good, it does 30 body damage and I believe it does 40 head damage, which is insane. It does require good precise aim, but for auto users it's just basically a spam weapon. It's definitely A tier. For me personally, I'm putting it here. Next up is the shorty. The shorty absolutely sucks. The only time I ever see people use shorty is when they're doing shorty freeze, or if it's like an auto user that's using shorty and gets high damage. The shorty is just mid. It's like a C tier weapon, I would say. Yeah, it's gonna go in like this area. You can kind of see what I'm doing here with the C tier. Next up we have the sniper. The sniper was once good, but it's no longer really that great. I also think it's a spam weapon. I think it's super annoying. It did also get nerfed. It used to have 5 bullets in the mag and now it only has 4, which is so stupid. Honestly, you know what? I'll just put it here. Next up we have the satchel. The satchel is really good. I like it. You can like boost yourself with the satchel. It also does really good damage. You can set traps and things like that, which I really enjoy. I don't use it that much, but when I do, I actually enjoy it. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna put it like here, like below the grenade, because it is pretty good. I would say it's going like here. Next we have the subspace trip mine. Kind of same thing with the satchel, like you can set traps with it. It does high damage, things like that. You can also fly up into the air with it and do crazy trick shots. I don't really think it has any other purpose besides that though. It's not bad, but honestly, you know what? It's like C tier. I would put it like here. Now we have the spray. The spray is a good secondary weapon. I don't think it's as good as the Uzi. I don't think it's as good as the energy pistols, but because it can go through katana and riot shield, I do have to take that into account. Honestly, I think I'm going to put it like right here. Now we have the Warhorn. The Warhorn is a special weapon. You can move faster when you use it, but it only lasts for so long. It is a good utility to use, which I enjoy. Honestly, I'm thinking like low A tier. Next up we have the spear. The spear is pretty good. I've used it. It's not really all that though. It does good damage, it's easy to use, and it's pretty quick, so honestly I like it. I think I'm gonna put it like right above the battle axe. Next up we have the Warper. Yeah, this is going in F tier. Next up we have the paintball gun. I really love the paintball gun, but because you can't aim in with it anymore, it makes it a trashier weapon than it used to be. But they did boost the damage, which I also have to take into account. So I do think it is better than the sniper, so I'm gonna put it here. Next up, we have the warp stone. I do think it's better than the smoke grenade and the flashbang, but it's trash, so I'm just gonna put it here. Now we have the scythe. The scythe, in my opinion, is like the best melee weapon you can use. You can use it in any map. It's so versatile. You can boost yourself. You can scythe away, and like the ability is just so cool. I think it's gonna go like above katana right here. Next up, we have the RPG. I think the RPG is low skill. It's a spam weapon. It is annoying to go up against, but it is also like a really good weapon. It's also not pay to win, so that's good. For me personally, I would say the RPG belongs like right here. Some people may not like that I'm putting it in B tier and think that it should belong in like D tier, but honestly, I'm gonna be so real with you guys. It kind of does require skill to use the RPG. The RPG is kind of difficult to use, even though it is a spam weapon. Like, just hear me out, guys. It's really not that easy to use because of the fact that the rocket actually has to fly and land on the person and you have to time it right and things like that. Next up, we have the trowel. Yeah, no, it's trash. It's better than the maul, but the only time I see people ever using it is when they're doing like that weird fly in the air ability with it, or if they're like trying to cover themselves up, which it just doesn't work because we see you, like we know where you are. You're clearly behind the trowel. All right, guys, so this is the completed tier list, and like I said, I'm gonna be rearranging everything just to get my final tier list. Honestly, I'm gonna move the slingshot up, I'm gonna move the warhorn up, and I'm gonna move the medkit up into S tier. I just think that they belong there. Same thing with the paintball gun. You know what? Because it does such good damage, I mean, it's just S tier, and it does take a lot of skill to use, so I'll put it in S tier. Everything here seems to be good. Honestly, I feel like I did the knife a little bit dirty. I feel like the knife should go like here, if we're being honest, or even here. I feel like that's where the knife should go. Maybe the satchel could go up. Yeah, I think the satchel should go like right here. Okay, this is my completed tier list. I like everything else. I think that everything that's here is in the correct category. If you disagree with me or you would change anything around, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. And of course, if you have any disagreements, let me know in the comment section. Also guys, if you liked the video, make sure to leave a like, of course. And if you are interested in more content from me, make sure to subscribe. I'm currently on my road to 500 subscribers, and it would mean so much to me if we were able to hit that mark. But yeah guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.